Today we're talking all about the VA loan, what makes a property eligible, and we're getting started right now. Today we're going to be talking about VA loans. In order to use a VA loan, you first must be eligible to use the loan. In most cases, that means a minimum of 90 days of active duty service. There are some additional rules and requirements if you were in the Guard part-time only and never went on active duty, but I'll go ahead and post those rules from the VA in the link below. One of the most amazing benefits of the VA loan, and one that I've used myself, is the ability to use a 0% down payment. Not all homes are going to qualify for the VA loan though, so let's get into detail to determine whether a home you're looking at might be eligible for that VA loan. So really, the rules of thumb are easy. It must be safe, sound, and secure. The home has to be move-in ready. It can't have any broken windows, can't have a missing stove, it can't have a broken furnace. It has to basically be turnkey. Has to be secure, meaning people can't easily break in, locks on the doors and things like that. It needs to be structurally sound and safe, basically not a fixer-upper. The VA does not want a loan to service members on a home that would be unsafe or unsanitary. And that's a good rule for them and for us as well. Now, if it's a cosmetic fixer-upper, that's a completely different story. If it has ugly carpeting, ugly paint, things like that, that's okay, as long as they're just cosmetic. But the home is still structurally sound. But if the kitchen has a half redone remodel with the kitchen ripped out, it's not going to be livable. Therefore, the VA will not approve and will not loan on it. The roof needs to be intact, has to have at least 5 years of life remaining. So if that roof is old and nearing the end of its life, there is a good chance that the VA appraisers will come out and say a new roof is needed before the loan can be approved. In this market, if a seller is willing to do that for you, that is great. But realistically, in this seller's market, I doubt they're going to spend between $8,000 and $10,000 on a new roof. So just be prepared for some negotiations if that comes up. In most locations, termite inspection is going to be required just to make sure that the house isn't bored up from termites. If it is, either the home won't be able to be lended on or it will need to be completely remedied prior to closing so the home is safe and free and clear of termites. If there is any other problems, it has to be remedied prior to closing. In rural and mountain properties, a well inspection and also a water test and septic will need to be looked at. So just something to take a look at. Mobile homes can be a little tricky. They have to be completely non-mobile, axles removed and attached to a permanent foundation. It can't be picked up and moved anywhere. But even then, it's going to vary a little bit from lender to lender. Some lenders will lend on mobile or manufactured homes, but most I've run into will not. So if you're looking at a mobile or a manufactured home, make sure that the lender you're working with does lend on mobile homes. And make sure that it is permanently attached to a foundation. The axles are removed and it's really no longer a trailer. It is permanently affixed to that foundation. That is very important. Now, if you're looking at condos, this is something that's unique. It has to be a development that is approved by the VA. So there's a website that you can go in and type in the name of the community to find out if it's allowed by the VA and approved. If it's not on the approved list, it's pretty cut and dry. The subdivision is not there. The VA will not loan on it. So you're going to want to check to make sure that the subdivision you're looking in is approved. The VA also does not loan money for vacant land. So if you're trying to buy a piece of land to put a mobile home or build a house or something like that, you'll have to use a different lending instrument. The VA won't loan on vacant land. But in that same regard, the VA will loan on new construction homes, which is an awesome route to go with your VA loan. And the reason that is because we know even with a brand new build, you're still going to run into problems, but you're going to do all of those walkthroughs and get those punch lists and make sure that all of the items that are wrong with that home are fixed prior to closing and make sure everything is good before you move in. And that's basically the same thing that the VA is looking for, to make sure all those things are remedied before you move in. You're also not going to have to worry about problems of the house being safe, sound, or secure because the home is being inspected by the county inspectors and everyone else to make sure that it is good to go before it gets that certificate of occupancy. Now, if you're looking at homes that are between maybe 5 and 10 years old, they'll probably be in mostly good shape with some minor issues here or there. Just make sure that the homes that you're looking at are not complete and total fixer-uppers. They can have a little bit of cosmetic work that needs to be done, but as long as it seems safe, sound, and secure, you're probably safe to go ahead and make an offer. Always talk to your agent and make sure you get their opinion on certain things as well. Now that you know a little bit more about what different types of homes will qualify for the VA loan, it'd be a good time to tell you that I have a free download that helps tell you a little bit more about your VA entitlement and different things you can do with that loan. So the link is going to be on my website, and it's right here down in the comments, and it's going to tell you things like how to know whether or not you're even eligible to use the VA loan, what kind of down payment is needed, and some of the associated closing costs that you might incur with a VA loan. It's got all kinds of other good stuff in there as well. So you're welcome to go ahead and download that now, free of charge, of course, just to have kind of on hand as a reference. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in all things Colorado real estate, you should go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Also, as a veteran myself and a Homes for Heroes partner, I specialize with working with military clients. So if you're PCSing to Colorado and want more information about the area, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified anytime I put out a new video. And we'll see you on the next one.